All right, people, we're back. Brian from illegalalbow.com. That's right, I said it. Illegalalbow.com. You got to go check it out, people. It's official. It's on. This little post-fight, pre-fight I put together for you guys. It's post-fight for UFC on versus 2 and a pre-fight for UFC 117. So I'm going to get to it right away. We got, for the versus 2 card, we got Takanori Gomi taking out Tyson Griffin. I don't know what the hell happened with Tyson Griffin. Holy crap. But one thing I do know is at the end of the match, after pretty much a quick knockout of Tyson Griffin, Takanori Gomi came in there and just took command. Takanori Gomi said, I think I got a good grasp of American fighting now. I really had a hard time getting it down, getting the gist of how American fighting works. He said, I think I'm getting it now. I think I understand it now. Well, if you're gonna fight in America, man, you better know what's happening. So, John Howard taking on Jake Ellenberger. Jake Ellenberger, oh my gosh, man. This guy has arrived. As far as I'm concerned, this guy is here. He's just arrived. John Howard, I expected to probably knock him out, pretty much. That's kind of what I expected at first glance. Jake Ellenberger had every answer, you know what I mean, and made pretty much easy work of John Howard. Took him down whenever he wanted, you know what I mean? Beat him up with some jabs. He had the jab working, man. Working for his benefit, obviously. Jake Ellenberger just pretty much outclassed him, really. John Howard, he hung in there, man. He was hanging tough, but that stopping John Howard. John Howard's eye was ballooned up at the end of that fight. Good old Bud Light, baby. Oh, yeah. Yushin Okami taking on Mark Munoz. It's kind of the same thing as the John Howard fight, man. Mark Munoz was just outclassed, really. I mean, there's no other way to put it. Munoz had a few decent attacks, you know what I mean? They're moving in the second and the third round. Tired out a little bit, you know what I mean? Okami, though, just brought it. But he's got a great record, man. I think 25-5, I believe. Great record, man. Which I don't like to actually do everything based on records. Because, I mean, it's questionable, too. Because you can have a guy at a turning point, a bad spot in his career. He can be 25-5 and getting knocked the fuck out every fight. You know what I mean? We've seen that kind of stuff happen. It happens in this game. You know what I mean? But Brian Stan moved down from 205 to 185. Excuse me. Took on Mike Asensio. I don't know a lot about Mike, but he called him my triangle choke, man. I thought that's cool, man. Because the last few fights I've seen of Brian Stan, it's like, dude, what does this guy got to do to start getting back on a better road? You know what I mean? To really get something moving here. Pretty promising now. Moved down to 185. Yeah, I bet he's a big ass 185, man. Probably a big ass dude. So I'm looking forward to seeing this next fight. John Jones, main event here. John Jones taking on Vladimir Matyushenko. I really hope that Matyushenko would have came in, and done a little bit better, but it just proves that, John Jones should be where he's at. Because he just basically did what he wanted to do with Vlad. Took him down. And once he got Vlad on his back, it's not a whole lot of stuff that Vlad could do. Vlad looked good on his feet. Once you got Vlad on his back, he kind of couldn't do much from that point. And John Jones pretty much, just forced his way in, got the iron cross, started wailing it, started going off, and another pretty easy victory for John Jones, man, really. So Johnny Bones Jones moving up, man. All right, we're moving on to UFC 117 pre-fight. Junior Dos Santos is taking on Roy Nelson. Roy Nelson said earlier today, I think it was either earlier today or earlier yesterday, he thinks that Junior Dos Santos is the best heavyweight, which is a few guys that disagree with him. I don't know enough yet. You know what I mean? It's not that I don't know enough yet. I don't know if I agree just yet because of Junior Dos Santos has got one loss to a submission, and so we don't know what he really looks like when he's fighting off his back. Because he may just be doing that with Roy Nelson. And Roy Nelson better come with a good game plan to get him on his back. But it's uncharted territory. I mean, as far as UFC goes, I do pick Junior Dos Santos to take that fight. You know what I mean? I like Roy Nelson. I think it'd probably be a pretty good battle, maybe at least for the first 2 rounds or whatever. Anyway, moving right along, Ricardo Almeida taking on Matt Hughes. I think Matt Hughes is still really good, man. It's late in the game for him. He's in his 40s. I think Ricardo Almeida's looked really, really good, too, as well. I mean, Ricardo Almeida, I think at this point, pretty badass. I think maybe Matt Hughes might be able to take him down, get him on his back, and kind of, ground and pound his way to victory, maybe. But at the same time, I don't think Ricardo Almeida is going to be taking kindly to that either. Matt Hughes has got stinking amazing record. 44-6, I believe. It's no wonder he made it in the Hall of Fame. I mean, really, you look at it, because I haven't looked at his record obviously in years. And when I look at it, I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, man. This is one of the best records I've seen in a long time. You know what I mean? So, I kind of hope Ricardo will get it, but I kind of got a feeling that Matt Hughes will take it. Just out of maybe a bit of desperation. You know what I mean? Matt's got to get this win, or you know what I mean? It's not going to be much fights ahead for him. Because Ricardo's got to prove himself. I think. You know what I mean? He's got to prove himself, and this is an excellent testing grounds for him. This is excellent. You can take out a Matt Hughes, which we saw Matt Hughes take out Hoist Gracie. We saw him take out. We saw him take out all kinds of guys, man. I ain't got enough time to go in it all, but I mean, we've seen him take out a number of badasses. So that's why I'm kind of like, you know what, man, I'm kind of on edge when it comes to Ricardo Almeida, because I know he's learning. He's doing really well lately, looking really good. You get in with a guy like Matt Hughes, man. There's a world of knowledge going on there, man. There's a world of experience. I hope Ricardo can take it. I really hope he can. I hope he's moved up that much to do it, because I'd like to see him compete in that division and move on and get better. It remains to be seen, though. Clay Guida versus Rafael Dos Anjos. Dos Anjos, I don't know a whole lot about. I don't know a ton about. The last fight I did see him compete in, I don't know who his opponent was, but he had a nice submission win as far as I remember. But Clay Guida looked pretty impressive in his last fight. He got a submission win himself. So I think it could make for probably a. I'm going to go based on kind of maybe 50% guessing, 50% knowledge, maybe. I'm going to say Clay Guida might pull this off by decision. So it remains to be seen, man. I really can't give you enough of an educated guess or enough of an educated conclusion on how that's going to go down. So moving right along here, John Fitch versus Diego Alves. Diego Alves is coming off of brain surgery, man. It's rough, man. It's going to be a rough fight back. And not to mention, it's been a damn year since he's fought. John Fitch is known for his, like Mondo said a couple of Blog Talk radio shows ago, which we are doing Blog Talk radio shows. Go on there and search MMA Lowdown. We're doing all kinds of shows on there. It's cool, man. It's fun. It's a good time. You guys get to call in. If you got a Skype account, grab your headset, man. Jump on your Skype account and jump on the MMA Lowdown page on Blog Talk Radio. And it's got a Skype button right there, man. You click on the Skype button, you can call us up, and it's totally free. So either that or jump in the chat room. You know what I mean? But we watch the chat room, so if you got any questions or comments or whatever you want to throw in, and we're going to comment on them all. So I kind of see that John Fitch kind of pulling out a third, obviously a decision. Diego Alves, I'd like to see him come back strong, man. I really would like to, but coming off of brain surgery with a year off, you know what I mean? I think it'll be a rough start back. But Anderson Silva versus Chael Sonnen. Chael Sonnen has been spouting off. Oh my gosh, this guy has been going to town. Kind of studying mental toughness. What it takes to be a champion and all this, and what it takes to just persevere and whatever. Some of the stuff that he said I thought was interesting, but at the same time, it's like, all the stuff you're saying, it's like, is it really going to get you a win over Anderson Silva? A guy like that? I really don't think. I don't know. I don't think so either at the same time. I don't think Anderson Silva will walk right through him, but I think Anderson Silva will probably have a pretty victorious win over him, basically. I think he'll probably break him down, probably with some nasty strikes, some groundwork. Well, I think we'll probably see what Anderson can do off his back, stuff like that, because Chael's been working on some nice groundwork, you know what I mean? I'm going to kind of keep this limited, what I kind of wrote in my notes. But Chael is looking really, really good in training. I'll give him that. But I did see him training with Matt Lindland. Matt Lindland is no Anderson Silva. I think 117 will be a good card. Will be a good night of fights. I do think that we're going to see Sonnen on his way back down. Maybe possibly Nate Marquardt's son in two. Give Marquardt a chance to kind of redeem himself on that fight. Maybe. I don't think Sonnen's going to win it, but he proved me wrong before. So, I don't know. I don't know, man. Do I really see him doing it? Hell no, I don't. I see Anderson Silva picking shots, picking angles, and I see him picking apart Chael Sonnen. Does Chael Sonnen have just a tremendous amount of heart? Yeah. Hell yeah, he does. Head over there. Check out illegalelbow.com. It's going through a lot of changes right now. We just made some major changes the other day. Go give it a look. You think it sucks? Tell me. I think it's fucking stacked, man. I think it's a great page. I think you'll like it, man. It's pretty sweet. illegalelbow.com. Give me your comments. If you haven't subscribed, I'm really not understanding what you're waiting on. So go ahead and subscribe. Friend invites, all that good stuff, man. And take care, guys. I will see you probably in the next couple days, maybe a week or so. But we're going to go down the 117 Pulse fight sometime next week. We'll see you there, man. All right. Thanks a lot.